Hello there guys, and welcome to another episode of Chef Dave. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you guys are having a great week. I just wanted to say before we start the video, a massive thank you to everyone who watched last week's video, the cheeseburger spring rolls. Thank you to everyone who liked, shared, commented. I'm really happy that you guys enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to see lots of pictures of you guys actually making it. So let me know in the comment section if you did try and make it, or you've made the others and stuff like that. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. But today we're going to be making some Groot cookies this episode. Yes, so we're heading over to Disneyland Paris, where right now they're having Marvel's season of superheroes, and they have these Groot cookies. Basically, they are shortbread biscuits sandwiched in between together, salted caramel filling, and they also do a raspberry jam filling. So we're going to be making both of these today. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So before we start, I'm going to pause the video right now. This is all the ingredients you need. Actually not that much compared to what we normally have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get to it. Okay, so we have our bowl. We're going to start mixing everything together very shortly, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about actually shaping the cookies or the biscuits. Normally you have a cookie cutter, like as an example I have a Mickey one that you would use. Now for the Groot ones, I can't really find a specific type of cookie cutter that will help. Now I actually had to make my own. Now when I mean make my own, literally I got a piece of card and I looked on the internet online and I drew some pictures, and this is literally the kind of shape that it is. It's not too big, so it's really hard to kind of talk about the size, but that's the size of my hand. It's quite a small little thing, but I think it's a good sort of holding cookie. I'm going to be making 8 cookies out of this all together. So obviously they'll be sandwiching in between, so there'll be one at the bottom, one on the top, and then the spread in the middle, or the filling in the middle. So this is the design of what it is in Disneyland Paris. I'm sure probably the eyes will probably change into a different space, but that was like just when I started drawing it. So when I actually get the pastry or the dough, I'm going to be cutting around this bit, and then I'm going to use this as my reference point as what the front of the cookie or the biscuit should look like. So when it comes to this, you guys are going to have to obviously make your own, which is going to be good fun. You can obviously design your own style of Groot cookies, but yeah, this is the design that I've got, and that's what I'm going to be using as my layout, or my stencil, be the word. So yeah, that's what we've got there. So yeah, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to preheat your oven to 150 Celsius or 300 Fahrenheit, and that's a good heat for the temperature for the cookies to cook later on. I've got 230 grams of butter, or 1 cup of butter. It needs to be soft butter, it can't be rock hard. For that. Because we're going to be creaming it with the sugar, so it needs to be nice and soft. And then we've got half a cup of caster sugar. Just half a cup of this. Half a cup of that. Lovely. Okay, so everything's all in the bowl. We're going to mix this all together. You can either use your like professional sort of mixing sort of items, or using a spoon. I'm just going to be using one of these bad boys, and we're going to cream everything together, and then later on we're going to be adding the flour in. So let's get to it. Okay, so that's all nice and done. The best way to tell that you know that your butter and sugar is like really well incorporated, when butter first goes in, it's really yellow, and by the time you've mixed it, it's actually really a lighter colour. So it's like quite like a sort of like a, I'm not sure you can tell, but it's like a white. So it looks like buttercream more than butter, if that makes sense. So that's the kind of consistency you want. And also, when you first put it in, you notice how heavy it is, and then when you get to the stage where it's nice and paler, it will be light and it'll be very easy to spoon. Like right now, it's, you know, that's a good consistency. That's what you want with your biscuits. So yeah, that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the flour, and then we're going to make this into a nice dough. So yeah, let's get to it. So I've incorporated the butter and sugar. I'm going to be adding the flour now. It can be any flour you want, all purpose, plain, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're going to be adding 2.5 cups of the flour. So I'm adding one at a time, and I'm going to kind of mix it in first, and then I'll kind of like, you know, gradually add more as I go. So that's 1 cup. 2 cup. I'll add the rest of it as well now, for now. But what with this half one, I only did a little bit, and then I'll add the rest if I need it. So I only had like a little bit of the half. Let's transfer from using a spoon to using my hands. You'll add the rest of the flour. Add the rest of the flour because it's still not fully incorporated. So it may look crumbly for now, but when we start to knead it, it'll become a smooth dough. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer this onto here. So let's flour your base, and we're going to transfer this into here. Okay, so the dough is made. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in the fridge for about 5 minutes, just to kind of give it, toughen it up a little bit, so when I do roll it out and when I start making the shapes, it's not going to just kind of like fall apart in my hands. It's going to be, it's got a good I don't know, sort of firmness to it. So yeah, I'm going to put this in, wrap it in cling film, then put it in the fridge for about 5 minutes, and then we'll continue from there. Okay, so dough has been in the fridge for about like 5 minutes, so it's nice and firm, so when I roll it out, so it's easier to kind of control when it's on the board, or on the flat top. So I'm just going to quickly just flour the base. A little bit on the top, and flour the rolling pin. And I'm gonna kind of roll this bad boy out. Okay, so rolled it out to a good size. I've got my cookie cutter. And so yeah, I think I should be able to get. Yeah, I'd probably be able to get 8. So I'm going to start cutting these out, and I've got a tray here with some greaseproof paper on, so it's all ready to go on. I'm just going to pop that just next to us here. Cool. So I'm going to start cutting these out. I'm not going to be using a sharp knife, I'm just going to be using a standard piece of cutlery. So. One Groot cookie. I'm really chuffed with that. Right, let's continue. So I'm going to be making 4 that are completely plain at the bottom, so like the one you just saw, and then 4 which will have the faces on for Groot, because obviously you're going to only be seeing the top half. Okay, so I've done all of the bases, and these are going to be the faces that I'm using to design my Groot. So I'm basically just going to copy or follow the actual instructions that I've done. I'm going to lightly score the top, so I'm going to be scoring these lines here and also the smile, and then I'm going to just create some little holes for the eyes, because yeah, this year they only have, they've actually made holes for the eyes. Last year they actually put like chocolate sort of buttons on there last time, so do something a little bit different this year. So I'm just going to lightly score, so you're only just lightly scoring it, you're not going straight through, you just want to be very gentle. They all don't have to be the same size, they can be any height you want, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to do the smile now, which is just at the bottom, which is not my best feature. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make the eyes now. Normally I had one idea, which I'm going to give it a go, but if you have like a pen, so yeah, literally just at the top of a pen, my camera's not focusing, there we go, so yeah, literally the top of a pen, which is just this bit here. I'm just going to kind of make some little lines. Something like that, that kind of works. Okay, so they're the Groot biscuits. I'm going to place them all in the oven. I'm going to probably cook them for about like 15 to 20 minutes so they go golden brown, and then I'm going to let them cool down completely. So let's stick them in the oven. Okay guys, so
time has passed. These guys have cooled down, and I kind of want to show you what they look like. If you look at them quite close, so that's the type of face that you're looking at. That's what I kind of seen on the Disneyland Paris sort of websites and everything that they show. And then I've got the plain one at the back, just here. And then basically what's going to happen is we're going to fill these with a filling, and then they're going to sandwich in together. And you've got like a nice little biscuit sandwich there. We're going to be doing two different fillings. We're going to be doing salted caramel and raspberry jam. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so this is the caramel that I've got. I actually made the caramel from scratch, but you can actually buy cans that have caramel already filled in. So this is the caramel that I've got. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding it into a bowl and then mixing a little bit of salt in there just to give it a salted caramel taste. And then I'm going to be spreading it on to the actual biscuits. And also, I got some raspberry jam as well. So raspberry jam is going to go in the other ones. So you've got two different types. So let's just move these to the side while I get the caramel sorted. So in a bowl, I'm probably not going to be using the whole can. I'm probably going to be only using about 2 tablespoons of caramel, but if you like caramel, then go crazy. So, okay, so yeah, I'm going to mix it up just to loosen up a bit, and then I'm going to be adding some salt. I'm only going to probably say like a pinch, or maybe a pinch or 2 pinches. I don't want to be too salty. So two good little pinches of salt. Mix that all up. Beautiful. I recommend as well, if you're looking to use caramel, don't buy sort of caramel sauces that you use for like ice cream toppings. It's just because it'll be a bit too thin. You really want a good thick caramel sauce that's going to go in there. Right, so that's done. Of course, I'm going to need a plate, Mickey one of course. And I'm going to start off with the caramel sauce. So, one biscuit base, caramel sauce. I think that's a good amount. I think that should be fine. So let's put the top on. Yeah. So yeah, good nice bit of filling there. Caramel's coming out of the eyes, which is good. First one done. I'm very happy about that. I'm so happy about that. Okay, so caramel is done. Let's move over to jam. Last group face on top. And there we go. Look how awesome they look. Just spread it out a bit so you got a bit of each. Look at them. Look at those bad boys. I'm super chuffed with the way they look. And yeah, very happy. Let me try and get a good picture for you guys. Ooh, don't fall off, group. Yeah, so let's give these guys a try. Okay guys, so this is the group biscuit. I've gone for the salted caramel one. I'm going to give it a good try. I have to say one thing, that mine are probably a bit thicker than the ones you get in Disneyland Paris, but hey, more biscuit the better. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it's good. Biscuit's quite crumbly, so if you do make these, make sure you have a plate underneath, because it'll help pick up those crumbs. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way these looked. They're absolutely amazing. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know as well in the comments if there's any ideas that you want me to throw out there for Disney videos. And also make sure to check out our Facebook page, because I'm actually putting some of our old Chef Dave videos that we've done in the past on the Facebook page for the full versions of them. So if you want to guys check them out, I'll appreciate it very, very much. Make sure to give this video a like, thumbs up. Also subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys are notified for future videos. Make sure to check out all of our other playlists of different videos that we've done, and I shall see you guys on the next one. Bye guys!